Welcome to our Getting Started Entering Data tutorial for iTableAmount for the iPhone. The first time you run iTableAmount, you will be presented with the following four screens. The first screen welcomes and introduces you to iTableAmount. iTableAmount is the premier Canadian child support calculator, enabling you to do child support calculations for sole, split, and shared custody arrangements. The files you create can be printed and/or shared with family, friends, and clients. By choosing Continue, you are then presented with a screen which gives you the option to store your files in iCloud. We suggest you choose this powerful feature as it enables you to access your files at home, at the office, or on the go, using multiple devices. Once you select that option, iTableAmount asks to use your current location. To show you why an app like iTableAmount would ask you to do this, I am going to select OK. By selecting OK, you are now asked if iTableAmount can set your province as the default province for new files. Again, we recommend you select OK as it saves you from having to set the province manually every time you create a new file. As such, I am going to select OK. This concludes our four-screen introduction to iTableAmount and brings you to the Files screen. Now, whenever you open iTableAmount, you will be immediately brought to this file screen unless you have an open file, as that file will still be open. Initially, you will not have any files, so you will be selecting New in the top right-hand corner of this screen. This opens up a new file in the basic mode with our default preferences for province, which we were prompted to set earlier, annual guideline income, and number of children. Please view our tutorial on preferences to see how the default mode and these other values can be changed to suit your needs. The basic mode is useful for simple sole custody arrangements with 4 different pieces of data you can change or enter. Most users, however, will usually use the advanced mode, which handles sole, split, and shared custody arrangements, as well as giving the user the ability to enter the names and labels for each parent. To demonstrate this, I am going to switch to this mode by clicking on the Advanced button in the middle of the top toolbar. Entering information is quite easy and straightforward, so let's go ahead and do it. We can enter the information for parent 1 by clicking in the name field. This brings us to a new screen along with a keyboard. For parent 1, we will use the name William Foster. We will leave Alberta as the province, and William's guideline income will be $54,000. Once the information is entered, we go back to the top left-hand corner of our screen and go back to our advanced screen. We can now enter the information for parent number 2 by clicking in the name field of the parent 2 area. Parent 2's name will be Susan Foster. For demonstration purposes, we will change Susan's province to British Columbia, and we will leave her guideline income as the default value of $35,000. Now that parent 2's data has been entered, we can go back to the advanced screen by clicking on our button in the top left-hand corner. And we can now enter a name for the child by again clicking in the name field of the child area. The child's name will be Benjamin Foster. Depending on the situation, you can change the custody of Benjamin to William or Susan by clicking on the arrow beside Shared. For this situation, we will leave Benjamin in a shared custody situation, so we again tap on Shared. Benjamin's data has now been entered, so again we click on the Advance button in the top left-hand corner of our screen. And again, we are brought back to our main Advanced screen. We can add another child by clicking on the plus icon in the lower left toolbar. We will name this child Sally Foster. And for demonstration purposes, we will give custody of Sally to Susan. So again, we click on the arrow beside Shared, and then we click on Susan Foster. We have entered all the information we need for Sally, so to complete the addition of Sally, we will click on the Add button in the top right-hand corner toolbar. Our data is now all entered. So to see the child support calculation, we will click on that button in the bottom right-hand corner of the Advanced screen. Based on the data we entered, the net monthly amount payable by William Foster to Susan Foster is $444. If your situation requires a different payment frequency, we can change this by clicking on the icon in the bottom left toolbar. Here we can select bi-monthly or bi-weekly. I will choose bi-monthly. And we will see that the net monthly or bi-monthly amount payable by William Foster to Susan Foster is, as expected, $222. Thank you for viewing our tutorial. Please see our other tutorials to learn about other features and functions of iTableAmount.